Biggie. 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 Biggie.
Oh, man. Man. What we got today on the network? What y'all got for your boy? The Immortal Biggie Shack back in the place to be, the network. Not just a regular channel. This is a network where you get multiple personalities and multiple opinions and ideas on comic books and YouTube. My buddy Ratchet TV is doing the YouTube stuff where the two YouTubers met up and got a little disagreement. It's pretty wild, man. Pretty wild. And the world's breaking in half, busting in half. A lot of stuff going on. The LA stuff. Sheesh. Yikes. Hope everything works out with that. So this guy right here is related to one of the people on the YouTube Vegas stuff. My buddy Ratchet's streaming that right now. Keeping my eye on that, you know. Keeping my eye on that. What up, Birdman, Drew Man, Shoe? I feel like we were talking. Oh, Giants. What do you guys know about Giants and fourth dimensional stuff? What do you guys think about that? We got a guy in my town. He's a Sasquatch hunter. And I've known the guy for about 15, 20 years. And he's wrote about 5 or 10 books. I wish I knew his damn name because I would look up the books. I keep saying always wrote 5 or 10 books. I don't know that for sure. I mean, that's just what I've been told. But anywho, we live in the Scioto part of Ohio. And there's a little town called South Webster. And in South Webster, the Indians, the tribes from that area used to have underground cave systems, and people would theorize that, and the Native Americans from there would say that the Sasquatch or Bigfoot would use those systems. But this guy in my town that does these books, supposedly, he believes in the fourth dimensional stuff, you know, so he believes that you could travel in and out of this third dimension. The world's filled with alternate dimensions that the eyeball can't pick up, okay? And he'd say stuff like time travelers, Sasquatch, and werewolves and all that could use this portal, this fourth dimensional thing, and pop up in front of you and disappear. So that's his little niche area in the Sasquatch world, is that's what he believes. I mean, it sounds Sounds ridiculous and silly and stuff, but if you think about it, like, who knows, dude? You never know what could be really going on. Um, just got done watching Legion of Comics giveaway. That was fun. You know, I was a little um excited about the Batman Deadpool, and then I heard him say, "Well, I'm not excited for it." And then I thought, well, if we're gonna get snooty, I guess I will too. I mean, he ain't gotta be snooty, but we both got the same kind of opinion. I mean, ultimately, Superman is the DC moniker you want to get, you know, and Deadpool is successful regardless. Like, I don't, you can mishmash him with Martian Manhunter or Death or Nightwing or any damn body, and it'll probably sell. So I feel like there's probably more Deadpool series out than there are Batman, and they're just kind of leeching on to the Deadpool hype at this point. I know it's not a very popular series in our community. People don't really boast about their Deadpool books, but I do get them. I buy a bunch of Deadpool stuff right now. My shop only gets Marvel, and even if I could get DC, I would still get primarily more Marvel. I'd guess. I'd get some indies too, though. I don't want to buy a whole series of Batman Deadpool just to buy another whole series of Deadpool Superman. I'd rather just get the Deadpool Superman and call it a day. I'm not saying that Deadpool Batman couldn't be good. It could be great. But I'm not sure it will be as good as it could be. You know, I think Deadpool Superman would be definite buy for me. I don't want Deadpool to just mark out for Superman either, though. You know, even though that's what Spider Man kind of did. If you read the old Neil Adams Spider Man Superman issues, but it would be interesting. People don't understand how good of a leader and what kind of moral codes Deadpool actually has. I think they'd be surprised to see who was actually the better leader and who had higher morals. I know when Captain America teams up with Deadpool, it's usually Deadpool doing the right thing and Captain America not. I don't know what would happen with Superman. Superman, haven't been reading much modern Superman lately, but I've been reading a lot of Deadpool. And Deadpool, if he's killing for money, it's because he needs the money, which is ridiculous. That's the only thing I don't like about the writing for Deadpool is some of the issues are putting him off like he's kind of in need of money and stuff, which is stupid to me. I think you kill one person, you should be set for a couple years, you know, especially superheroes. But in the past stuff, like a few years ago, it wasn't wrote like that. Like I think it was Joe Kelly and a couple other people wrote for him, and it made a lot more sense to me. But besides all that, you know, good episode. Good to see DC and Marvel coming together. I guess. Um, just not too hype on Batman. Absolute Batman seems like one of the bigger things going on right now. But for me, it's like, whatever, you know. All right, so I'm gonna show y'all my pool. Oh, freak! All right, show y'all my pool. I don't like how small it is. Anyways, you got the Deadpool kills. You got the FF6 foily, the Wolverine Deadpool, the Venom, and the What the hell is that? It might be ASM up there. My fault. Yeah, it's Amazing Spider-Man. So I'm pumped to get the FF6 because that's one of my favorite books. Is FF6. So I'm gonna have a foil of this bad boy. Second Doom. Pretty excited for that. I don't have much Superman. I got a couple issues I won from Legion. At least modern Superman. I got plenty of Superman. But this is my newest Superman I got. Is Absolute One. I won these yesterday. I got these from a win from TM. Sector 2815. So this is, they're very big on DC. Sector is, I think. Green Lantern. The Wonder Woman. And the Batman. Batman Absolute One. You got the first Tarantula reprint, Marvel Tells. You got the Batman with the Doctor. You got some Fighting Forces. There. Little Cubert. And some Hawkman. Hawk Girl, sorry. I think that's number 1. And just some random other stuff. Oh, I'm getting a phone call. Yo, thank you to Drew Manchu for membering up to the network. Thank you so much, Drew. Appreciate you, my friend. Drop a leg for Drew, everybody.
Biggie. Biggie. Biggie.
So he said that time is the fourth dimension. Interesting. That's interesting. Capullo drawing Deadpool excites me. Yes. Yes. Dan Mora too. Yeah. Yeah, the Marvel Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe is probably the best Deadpool series out right now. In my opinion, I got like 3 or 4 of them. A lot of cameos, a lot of fighting, a lot of action. Not much of a story, but if you're just into splashes and fun stuff, like that's pretty good. I guess story-wise, the Wolverine Deadpool isn't bad. The Deadpool just regular series is kind of like his daughter is a big factor in that, and I'm not super into that, but it's interesting. You know, they got the dog with them too. Oh, looks like we got someone in the back. Let me drop some stuff for that.
breaking news.
We got the serious breaking news for this guy. All right. What up, Lee John?
Hey.
Hey. Yeah, we were just talking about the Deadpool and all the Deadpool series and Giants, and I brought up your giveaway and stuff like that. How you been?
Good. All from work. The kids are out of school, so I just got them set up. They're playing in the backyard with all the water stuff. So I'm just sitting here watching them where I can stay dry.
Yeah, man. I kind of, whenever everybody came, they know I'm a Deadpool mark, so everybody's like, "Oh, Deadpool and Batman," and my first instinct is to be like, "Yeah, exciting," but deep in the back of my mind, I thought, I kind of wish it was Superman instead. I mean, not kind of, but definitely. I don't want it to be like the old Spider-Man and Superman thing, where Spider-Man's just like in awe of Superman. I kind of would like them on an equal thing. I know it ain't equal, but just a whole it's Superman shit. Like, I'm over that story at this point,
Yeah,
but
it's just a gimmick, right? Like this doesn't have anything to do with the Batman comics. This doesn't have anything to do with the Deadpool comics. It's its own thing, meant to excite people that wouldn't otherly be potentially reading them. So I get that in a sense, that it's cool for that, but I'm not overly excited for it for to find out what happens in the story kind of thing. It's not like it's the finale to this Deadpool story arc or anything like that where you're waiting to see how it plays out. It's just something meant to be fun and goofy. But I think having Superman would have been a lot better potential for a story, right? Because Deadpool, his morals, his motives are what they are, and Superman's kind of the polar opposite in a sense when it comes to how they operate as a hero. I think there's a lot more story potential in that.
yeah, it's interesting. On if you just look at Deadpool at like a topical cover of the book or whatever, you're just like, oh, he's an anti-hero, he's kind of radical, he does things off the book, blah blah blah. But the more you read into it, the more you see he might be a little more morally correct than even your favorite superheroes. Like, I've read him with Captain America, and everybody thinks, oh, Cap's the biggest Boy Scout and Mr. America or whatever. But he has to make decisions that you wouldn't want to make because he's tied into other things. Deadpool's kind of like a free spirit that just makes his own whatever his gut feeling tells him. So
yeah, that's what makes him the anti-hero, that he's not running on a set moral compass, though, right?
Yeah, you don't have to abide by America or the guy. Cap don't do that all the time, but it does come up, man. So yeah. I haven't read enough modern Superman to know exactly where Superman's at right now.
Superman, when you think of Superman, what you think Superman is, should be, represents, all that's what Superman is. That hasn't changed. And right now, since Philip Kennedy Johnson took him over a few years ago, he's never been more Superman than he is right now. Like, he is that shining example of right and wrong kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Okay. I got to order this sandwich. I'll be right back. I'm sorry, but Melody, she barked at me. I got to move. Take about 2 minutes. How you been, though, man? You been doing all right?
Good. Doing good. It's been a rough week, but it is what it is. Give me a second. I gotta hop too. Let me go stop these kids from terrorizing real fast.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Or stay on the line for the next available team member.
Fred's Pizza Express is pickup or delivery.
It'll be pickup.
Okay, good deal. Can I get a name and a number, please?
Lansing.
Gotcha. Can we get you original?
Yeah, just the sandwich I usually get.
Okay, no lettuce, no onion, no tomato, no sub sauce, pepperoni, add mayo, cup pizza sauce.
That'd be it.
All right, man, you got it. You want us to throw it in now?
Yep, that's fine.
10-4. See you soon.
Thank you. All right, I'm back. What up, Canadian Survivalist? Thanks for joining. So tonight, to all the network guys, I've been pushing this. I'm hoping to see some more fresh faces, not the same old guys getting these free books. You know, maybe some guys I know too. But over on Son of Crumbs, he's doing the whole free giveaway thing. Now, I don't want a million people there because I'd like to get a couple of the books. But if you're a faithful network supporter, go get you some of them free books, man. It's going to be fun, I think. I remember me and Discovery used to do a pop-up, and every now and then people would buy the whole round. And you basically just, it's like A, B, C, D, and E. First person to type the letter gets the book. I'm picturing it that way. I could be wrong, but we'll see. I'm gonna hit Legion with the Giants. Well, I had a long conversation with a few guys about Giants and history and stuff. I just wonder if he has any. Oh, hold on, guys. Breaking news. Yeah, I like mine better. It's not so. What up, TM?
Yeah, I'm gonna go watch Crom tonight too,
Hey.
and try to get some books as well. If he has anything I'm interested in, right? Because like, I understand I'll have to pay for shipping, which is understandable. Well, he's giving away he's giving 3 books away in a claim sale, so I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, I tell you, if you get any and I get some too, like if he's already shipping to you, I'll just lump them in with yours, man. That's why I was hoping you would. Yeah, dude. They're gonna be like bronze and copper. I don't know, maybe some silver. The books I see people.
I am a fan of the bronze. Like a lot of like, I'm a big fan of Burns, so.
Hell yeah, dude! I love bronze. I fucking love it. Yeah, they had some Batman 40 centers and Superman and.
Like if I can, like if I see any, definitely for sure any Superman by John Byrne, I'm definitely grabbing it.
Okay, you don't have that run, the Man of Steel?
No,
Oh shit! I think my shop.
like I do have like where is it? Where's my S's? Right here. Which
I always get them and sell them, but I don't think I have any in my PC right now. But my shop usually has a few, so I'll try.
yeah, I like I have the Superman #1, the one with the brand new Metallo
Okay,
on the cover. That Byrne cover, that's a fire cover too.
that's the first.
I like that.
Yeah, Metallo and the bronze, so that's a good key.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, bro. I think there's like a variant too. Like that's the first book to be a variant, #1 maybe.
Yeah, the Man of Steel was the. I have that one in too.
Okay. Yeah, it's got a couple little keys in there, and it's a great run. Everybody loves it. They all, talk about it when you talk about Byrne and Superman. They always bring that up. What is it, a 4-issue series? I think. Maybe 5. Let's know, chat.
Yeah, I can't. I don't. I can't even.
Off
If
the
Mark
top.
was here, if Mark was here, he'd let us know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 4, but it could be 5. Not a very big series to get as much.
But like even Legends by Byrne is hot. I have Legends #1, and that's a sick cover.
Yeah, at the first. What's her name?
Yeah, first Amanda Waller.
There you go, Amanda. Yeah, dude, that's a little harder to find than the Superman Byrne, I think. I don't run across that as much.
Yeah, I just watched All-Star Superman last night. I've seen it before, and I've read the comic, of course. but like I've watched the movie. I've seen the movie first, then I read the comic, and I rewatched it last night because it's just like, I like that movie.
So my buddy Ratchet TV, people wonder why I have the heart at the end of my name. It's because of Ratchet TV. He's into like YouTube, hip hop, pop culture, conspiracies and stuff like that. And he's covering the Las Vegas YouTuber thing right now, right? And one of the cousins of one of the people that were in it were talking about where the beef came from, and it's so fucking silly. It's about like views and numbers and supporters and
Yeah,
people.
that's fucked up, man. That's like that's what I mean. Like people, all it is numbers. That's all it is numbers. Like and that like I get like I don't know. Like I have more numbers than you, and no, I have more numbers than you. I'm better than you. You know what? I'll just take this thing. I'm not gonna say what it is. Take this thing and do what happened in Las Vegas. It's crazy. Two people are not on this earth anymore
Yeah,
because of that.
and
Because of numbers.
it
That's
all yeah, it all started because of views and numbers and the support they get like from their channel, like the money and shit. It's like jealousy and envy. It's crazy that it got to that level.
yeah, it's stupid. Now the person that did that is going to be behind bars the rest of his life, and one person was totally innocent because they were just a bystander, weren't they? That they got hit too.
Oh yeah, I think so. I don't know much about it. The thing that Ratchet found out today was that one of the wives was there on scene, and he's saying like she should get in trouble because she might be, conspirator, trying to get
Yeah,
involved.
if she knew that that individual brought what he brought and 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 planned it, then yeah, like she could get in trouble as well.
Right. So I don't know how the cops wouldn't have known she was there in the first place, but I guess that she was trying to play off like she wasn't even there. Well, you're on camera, like people have
Yeah,
pictures
and
of.
that's even worse now. Like she, like it definitely looks very like suspect.
Yeah.
Like if she's just like, oh, I was not there, but like she was.
Yeah, dude.
That's crazy. A little bit.
Yeah.
Actually, no, that's bound crazy because this is all about freaking views. Like, what the hell?
I don't
Like,
know.
two people are not on this earth anymore, and that person that did it is in jail, all for because of views. Get the fuck over yourselves, people.
Yeah, my buddy Darth was not feeling well yesterday. He had a very normal Monday show. Me aggressively and Sicko was on there with him, and
Oh,
pretty happy.
Drew jumped on too.
Oh, okay. I don't see it. I dropped a link though, Drew. I'll drop it again, but
No. Drew jumped on with them last night.
okay. Oh, I remember that now. You're right. So I think that it wore on my guy for being a new YouTuber and going down the road he went down. It was very tough for Darth, but it was probably tough on the other guy too. So I'm just I try to be considerate and compassionate to everybody as much as I can, and I'm glad that all that silliness is done. Slippery's kind of done with it, and we haven't heard from anybody else really too bad. And maybe this will be it turned into being corny. It's the word I put on it yesterday, and I think that's true. Like whenever you're going around, like, oh, this was something, and there was some horrible things that happened, sure, but people just don't want to be around that shit. It's like bad energy brings people down. And what are we talking about? Like, oh, someone got more views, someone got more attention, someone's right, someone's wrong. Who gives a fuck? At the end of the day, like no one gives a fuck. So, what up, Roscoe and Strange Dog? Anyway,
Anyways,
Anyways, dude, John Cena and CM Punk are gonna be wrestling, and on Sweet Chin Music, we brought that up a few times. Like, if you got CM Punk on the roster, you might as well put him in a main event. So I'm a little excited for that. You know, like, I'm kind of glad they figured it out. Oh, hold on.
I switched to my Chromebook. I need to use my phone.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so that's something that's kind of interesting. All right. Here was one of the topics. We talked about it for about a half hour, about an hour. I don't know if it's going to transition well onto YouTube. I don't remember if you were in the chat when we started talking about it. But giants. Is there any history of giants in Canada? Have you ever heard a like folklore story or?
Yeah, I don't remember stories, but there's always been stories about like giants around and that.
I know there's stories in like Europe about like redheaded giants in Afghanistan and stuff like that. But in North America, the closest thing I can remember is like the Grand Canyon. Supposedly they found like giants there, and people have dug them up and shit. Great Legend was really good talking about it because he called it the Nephilim and the angels from above or whatever, and it's biblical. It's in religions. People talk about giants. Comic books have it to a certain degree. You know, not a ton of comic books about giants, but there are.
We're in season 2. Like, I know this is weird, but it's a very well acclaimed show now. But season 2 of One Piece, the live action One Piece, it's said that they will have giants in season 2.
Yeah, Attack on Titan.
Attack on Titan is just all about giants killing people.
Yeah, dude. I showed the Monsters ride on Universal yesterday with Bleecker. Most of those monsters are pretty tall. Yeah, I don't know. There's stories about people being extra big just a couple hundred years ago too. Not as much now, but if you think about like the people from the 40s and shit, most people were only like 5'5" and shit. Like beds were about half the size they are now. So we're getting taller than we used to be, but I think that's from like hormones in the food and steroids and shit. But I think humans are getting bigger as time goes by. It's an interesting thing. People talk about aliens and all that shit. In the fourth dimension, you know, like we can only see in 3 dimensions on as humans with our eyeball, but there's more dimensions than that. It's kind of interesting. Hopefully this shit with the West Coast and LA ain't gonna bubble up to where it's in. Oh dude. All right. So I was talking to my main fucking person, right? I'm not gonna say who it is because it's crazy. But on the 14th, do you know what's coming up on the 14th, Saturday, TM?
No.
All right. We got to watch out for the 14th. Okay. Friday will be the 13th, which is creepy by itself. Friday the 13th.
Yeah, that's my brother's birthday.
But the 14th is going to be the military's like anniversary or some shit. And it's going to be a big parade. Well, our president, his birthday is around that time too, and he's going to attach himself to this parade. So it's basically going to be a big Trump parade. All right. Now, what people are saying is there's going to be a lot of protesting in all of the main cities in America during the 14th. So, it's a little fucking nerve wracking. I don't know if anybody in the chat has heard this, but this is what I'm hearing. Like the 14th could be like a big day. So it's going to suck if it turns out bad. Hopefully it's all good and, everybody's like, happy anniversary to the military, Trump's birthday, blah, blah, blah. But it could be a potential for issues, especially with what's going on. So just something to be ready for if it gets a little fucking crazy. Just letting y'all know. I don't know if everybody knows. It was news to me. But yeah, supposedly like in my state, Ohio, Columbus is also having their LGBTQ parade, and they're going to attach like protesters to it. So it's definitely going to be in my state. I don't know about everybody else's, but that's what people are saying. Like all the bigger cities in America are going to be doing something. So that's fun. Not really fun, but something to be on the lookout for, I think. So besides that, not much going on. Check out our boys, Son of Crom. Have you heard this, Legion, about the 14th yet?
What?
The 14th coming up, like Saturday the 14th. Have you heard any news about that day? No.
From what I understand, it's a newly lamented federal holiday, and provocateurs are taking the time to coordinate and pay for coordinated stage riots that day.
Right.
That sounds about right. Which there's an actual paper trail. You can go and apply and get paid to do it yourself. These aren't rumors. These aren't conspiracies. These are actual events.
Yeah. So it's supposed to be some kind of anniversaries for our military, and they was planning on it. And since our president's birthday is kind of around this time, it's going to get lumped in all together. And now a lot of the major cities in America are going to be like maybe protesting on that day. So 14th is kind of like a day you might want to pay attention to if you're worried about certain things, So I don't know. It sounds a little. I hope it goes off like normal, but like Legion said, like it could be like a sabotage thing, just to make everybody look bad, pretty much.
Well, it's just they're marking it as a day of resistance. The stuff happening in LA is just getting escalated by people that stand to benefit from it. Whenever these things happen, the Summer of Love, there's always people that on both sides of any political or ideological aisle, on both sides, that take advantage of and try to benefit from. And it's hard not to get emotionally invested into stuff like that on some level, and it's easy to get taken advantage of by either side and all sides when stuff like that's happened.
Yeah. So I don't know if everybody's quite aware. If you're in the know and you're actively looking for this kind of stuff, I'm sure a lot of people do know what's going on. But people like me that are kind of oblivious to this hatred and all this weird shit, like it was news to me, and it was a little upsetting. It's like, please don't turn into something ugly. Shit's tough enough. We don't need like more pressure on everybody and people more upset, but what are you gonna do, man? People are sick and tired of supposedly being oppressed or whatever the fuck's going on. And
it's California they don't want the illegals taken out of their town. They're not adhering to federal law, orders, and mandates, and they're interfering with federal agents executing their duties. Whether you agree with it or not, the federal agents are acting inside of the law, and they're pushing back. And then people, instead of letting them peacefully protest, you have evocateurs that come in, and all it takes is one of those people to throw one little flame to a car, and it just sets off. I mean, any kind of large scale gathering of protests it's hard to keep it peaceful to begin with. You know, there's always going to be a little bit of damage, a few bad actors along the way, but it's easy to tip something like that over. So they just go in and tip it over, and they all just take advantage of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it does seem to be like most of the people that are getting deported are supposed to be getting deported, and people ain't liking that, but it's the way that they're getting pointed out of being deported. They're like, hey, I wasn't doing nothing. Why are you just running up on me and shit like that?
Yeah, people forget because of the last 4 years that's absolutely normal for anybody alive today. What's happening right now has been the complete normal for any and all countries in the entire world. Any and all in the entire world, except for the last 4 years of this country. But
well, I'm glad that you feel this way because Mr. Mad Brown Cow, if you have if you recently went shopping at maybe your comic shop or Walmart or Kroger's, or even, your local corner store to go get you a pack of smokes or gallon of milk, I need you to take that bag that you filled with your items of purchase, get it real close to you, wallop it open, get some space in that bag, and pack it up, dude. Get out of my chat, man. I don't know how to pack them up right now. Here we go. I'm not even put you in timeout because I don't like banning people, but you're packed up, dude.
Yeah.
We're not saying anything really on either side. We're just pretty much defining what's going on and just talking about what's happening. I'm not pro or anti either side. That's the shit that gets to me. It's like, oh, I don't like what you're talking about. Well,
I ain't got a dog in a fight.
No, me neither, man. Like, I don't like any martial law or any reason to take people's rights away. But even in Canada or Mexico, like, they just don't let people in or out. It's a big deal.
This country never has either, again, except for the last 4 years. So it's just like they were people that feel like that way were able to live that way for 4 years, which was a switch from how it always been, and then it's just going back. That's just normal governance, like if political parties changes in charge, they're going to switch some rules up and some things that are acceptable. For the last 4 years, they were going against the grain to allow stuff. So like that was 4 years in the favor of those people that wanted to do that. It is what it is. Some people are going to be for it, some people are going to be against it.
All right. I'm just letting my people that watch my channel know that if shit gets a little haywire in the 14th, you might know why. Like if you live close to one of these cities that are protesting and you wake up and people are darting through the banks or the grocery stores or something weird, high possibility some buck wild crazy shit's going on. So just giving y'all a little heads up. Maybe.
Yeah, I'd stay away from federal buildings that day if you live in large cities, because I think that's where their protests are aiming to be. Unless you want to participate, then that's where they'll be.
Yeah, I mean, that's America, dude. Like, if you want to be involved and jump into the protest, I absolutely get it. It's up to you, and you do what you want. Like, I wouldn't do it myself because I'm not in the mood to go to jail over something silly that I personally. But if some of my friends or family was getting affected in some of these situations, I'd probably be on the line too, It's pitiful, man. I don't want to see our country battling each other, and I don't want another war where we're going against a country that really probably don't deserve it. So I'm just anti-war at this point. Like, let's just try to fucking govern ourselves and not get fucking ridiculous. It's very important to be able to protect yourself. So If you don't know what that means, maybe invest a couple dollars into home security is what I would say. I'm currently thinking about getting a couple more home security items for my little family.
Did you
And
lose your last one in a boating accident?
did I lose one?
No, the old saying, "They got nothing here. I lost it in a boating accident."
Oh, yeah. No, sounds about right.
Yeah.
Um,
Something even more controversial, I think, is something you said earlier, Biggie. This would probably fire up the chat too. I heard you think that you think that there's more Deadpool titles coming out than Batman titles.
I don't know. I think that I don't collect DC, so I haven't seen the FOC for Batman in a while. So I could say like
How
just
many Deadpool titles do you think come out since you're
I'm going at least 5.
So for context, there's 5 Bat titles this week alone. When you go into when you tally up the month, you're gonna be looking at close to sometimes over 20 Bat titles per month.
Okay, I don't know if there's 20 Deadpool, but
No, there's nowhere near it. There's nowhere near it.
It might be around 10.
Yeah, it's uncanny. Like nobody comes close to the amount of titles that Batman has. I actually did a whole like in-depth look at it months and months ago. Did a whole video on it a while back. But it's ungodly how many Batman titles there are. And then if you like are counting the Batman adjacent titles like Nightwing or Batgirl, stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
But just Batman titles with Bruce Wayne, it's ungodly.
Yeah, I didn't even consider like the Gwenpool or Jeff the Land Sharks, other 5 or none of that.
Yeah, just the Bruce Wayne titles. It's ungodly.
Yeah, but I think that Deadpool is Marvel's Batman, then, so to say, at this point. Like, I don't know how many other Marvel characters are getting that many minis right now.
Spider-Man.
Is he?
Always. He's got more. There's more Spider titles than any other character at Marvel.
I mean, I'd have to see that because I don't know the Spider-Man Spider-Verse versus Venomverse, ASM, Ultimate.
X-Men's getting up there too. Yeah, what Lady F makes a point. Like, yeah, they're rebooting it though. They're going back to number 1s, aren't they, for X-Men again?
I don't know. And if you go adjacent, you also have like the symbiote characters as well that are in the Spider-Verse characters. But you have a brand new Spider-Girl #1 out this week, a new Carnage #1 out this week.
Oh yeah, you're talking about the whole Spider universe. I'm just saying like Spider-Man though. So
yeah,
I don't know, dude. Yeah, I'm not seeing as many just like straight up ASM things though. There's about 3 or 4 as far as
Amazing Spider-Man #2 second print is this week. That's the second print. Spider-Man versus Godzilla is this week.
There you go. I would count that one.
Mm-hmm.
But I can name off.
I think Deadpool commands in a way that I would put him at Marvel's #2 if you're looking at like movie fans, because there's a difference in comic fans and movie fans, and then there's overlap. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
some people do both. Deadpool could command a box office, but I don't think he's really too successful in the comic sphere.
I'm not going to take all that success that Deadpool got to heart just because it was a year by himself too. Like, you got to ration out some of this. You got to be considerate to thinking like there's 5 or 6 superhero movies this year. There was 1 last year. So you got to be realistic, dude. Like, okay, yeah, he had a lot of success, but there was nothing else to really watch in the comic. So
do you want to hear some of the Bruce Wayne titles?
Yeah, lay them out.
This week alone, Absolute Batman, Batman and Robin #22, Batman Dark Patterns.
Fuck Dark Patterns. I didn't know that one.
Batman and Robin, Jason Todd, issue #1 just started. Scrolling. Batman number 9 is getting a reprint. There's an old Batman book that's reprinted every week. So I didn't even count that one in the 5 from this week, but that's every week. That's ongoing. They reprint a random Batman issue. And then Batman Legends of the Dark Knight Halloween special number 2 drops. That one's out this week.
I count that.
And that's the 6 from this week. And then if you look at next week, you have Detective Comics, World's Finest, Batman and Robin Year 1. And scrolling, Catwoman is adjacent, so that's not Bruce Wayne. So that's 3 for next week, right at the top of the list. And again, skipping the adjacent ones, just sticking with Bruce Wayne.
I wonder why I'm getting
Batman 619 is the reprint for the week. Again, there's one every week.
Yeah.
that's about 8 or 9. 10.
I wish that Hush was a little bit longer, like the Hush story. Like it's only going to be 6 issues.
And then there's subsequent 6 issues in a break, then the second 6. It's subsequent printings for Absolute Batman numbers 7, 6, and 5 because they're still on to the subsequent printings for those. But that's every week as well with the subsequent printings of the Absolute stuff. So it's like that every single week for Batman. And then again, if you start counting adjacent titles, Batgirls, the Batgirl standalone, the Birds of Prey, the Nightwing standalone, Catwoman standalone, Poison Ivy has her own, Harley Quinn has her own.
Yeah, he's got a big gallery, I know.
Yeah, and a lot of them have gotten solo success. But yeah, Bruce Wayne is by far the most purchased superhero in comic books.
That's even bigger than Superman. Wow.
Yeah, definitely. And Superman's been expansive. There was like 6 Superman titles running at its peak one month in the past 5 years. Counting Steelworks, when that 6-issue miniseries was coming out about 2 years ago, that was peak.
All I know is I don't pull that much, and I can't keep up. So, like, Deadpool Ring came out last week, and it's coming out this week again for some fucking reason, which ain't fun for me. Like, I like one per month would be nice, but that's probably my LCS's problem. Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe for the last time. Deadpool's regular issue. What else was there? During April Fools, there was April Pools. There was a few though. There was a couple more I can't think of off the top of my head, but there was about 5 or 6. I'm pulling at least 4 of them. I'm pretty sure. I think I'm missing one for the last month, but they're going to be doing Wolverine and Spider-Man pretty soon, which kind of knocks Deadpool off there, but that's cool. And who knows if there's X-Force or good.
That's fun.
I do too. Oh God, I'm gonna cry now.
I don't know, but enjoy it.
Don't know what's wrong.
Hashtag enjoy. Oh, we got Chonker. What up?
So for the Superman titles, Biggie, like ongoing right now, they just started that new Superman Unlimited ongoing. And that's the one that Dan Slott's writing. And when they started that one, they've now moved Action Comics over to a Superboy title, which the first issue comes out this week. It was fantastic. And then you have Superman proper, just plain Superman. Then you have Absolute Superman. And then you have a brand new Supergirl series that number 2 comes out today. It's slated as ongoing. Crypto is getting a mini series to kind of like coincide with the film coming out. World's Finest comes out once a month. So that's like 6 ongoing off the top of my head.
We have a what was it? Superman for All Colors one-shot coming out this summer.
Yeah, from the Ice Cream Man team.
Yeah. W. Maxwell Prince.
But I think that's it for the Superman titles.
Yeah, it's not as much as the Batman titles.
No,
Batman
nothing.
is more popular, sadly.
And then, of course, I didn't even count the Justice League Unlimited book, which can go into both of their categories as their main characters in each. the Justice League Godzilla Kong event happening right now that just started last week. It'll be going for 7 months. Has both of them in it as main characters. So those weren't even counted in the list. So there's more that are.
Yeah, they had a bunch of Deadpool reprints this year too.
Y'all remember when who's the one that the run that when he got his own going or whatever it was, and McGinnis did the art. They did that one in foil this past year. I almost got that. That looked good in foil.
They had the other one I forgot of was the team up, Deadpool team up.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen that in a while though. I think I got issue 2, and it was supposed to be Strife, I think, coming, but I haven't seen it in a while.
Am I supposed to have my camera off? Is that a thing y'all do over here now?
TM does it more than I do, but
Yeah, I'm never usually on camera because I'm always like not in front of it anyway.
Yeah,
That's fine. I can turn my camera off.
yeah, that's cool. It's a little more comfortable.
What the hell? He changed it up. I didn't do it.
What are you talking about?
If it don't fit, it must have quit. What do you think about the Las Vegas YouTube massacre there?
I don't know nothing about it.
Oh shit! 2 YouTubers met up and offed each other pretty much.
Well, no.
No, well, let me know because I don't know TM.
I thought it was one of them did it and stuff, but he's still alive.
Oh, I thought 2
it
people.
was
Though, wasn't it?
Yeah, I thought one of them was a bystander.
Oh, okay, one. Yeah, well, 2 people passed is what I kind of meant. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I don't like. I could be wrong, but I thought that one guy that did the act just shot at that one other YouTuber and clipped somebody else as well. And yeah, it all over freaking views, all over numbers, all over stupid freaking numbers.
Yeah, so I guess Slippery is going to be at the Heroes Con. Have y'all heard that?
What is it?
He was there last year too.
Mickey Goose is going to be at the Heroes Con.
Well, if he does, he should come by the Comics Curing Cancer booth and post about it to his followers. I know you get tired of hearing about that, Biggie, but I'm gonna.
I get a bad because I don't like. I never live stream and say that it's horrible too much. I might have said it.
No, I don't think you don't talk negatively about the cause or nothing. Just the unfortunate repetitive nature of having to promote something.
No, well, you guys do. It hasn't been as bad though. You guys have been very chill about it.
We're just getting warmed up, my man.
Yeah,
it's just getting to that time of year. We're just getting warmed up.
Getting
You
geared
want the numbers up. You want the numbers up.
It's gonna have to. It'll become a little more insufferable as we get closer, and that's just it's just the nature of stuff that's.
Yeah, you guys have fun, man. That's your thing.
It's work too. You know, that's the part. That's the unfortunate part of why it becomes so repetitive because it's work. You know, when you know about it, you know about it. And it's like you've seen the same commercial over and over.
Well, it's like you're treading it more than I am. The way you're talking, it ain't bothering me too much. You guys are having fun. Enjoy it.
When are you gonna make it out to Heroes Con 1 year, bud?
I'm getting my bravery up and my gut going. I really didn't have it was like shit just fell in line for me for C2E2. If those situations would have popped up, I would have maybe made a jump at it, but nobody was like, hey Biggie, come with. I kind of had that. Beckerman said that he would have put me up if I wanted to, but I don't want to be like bummy either, you know, just I didn't have a bunch of Franklins in front of me and some extra time. Like right now isn't a good time. Got some family stuff going on. Maybe next year though. I'm not against going to Heroes Con. I've been that far in my life before down in North Carolina. It's a pretty good little journey.
That's a distance from Ohio.
Yeah. But yeah, maybe one day, maybe next year. I just didn't really have a good gateway to do it. I think Beckerman's coming up this way sometime for some con. Maybe I'll meet a few guys that way when they pass through. But I think you guys will have a good time. Well, the reason I brought up Slippery is because had nothing to do with comics curing cancer and me being negative against it. It was fucking, after his video he did, like, it's just interesting. Like, he's just going to be like, hey, everybody, it's just me again, and.
Well, he went last year after the video.
Yeah. And nobody really probably said, I don't want people like
the radar. I didn't see anybody share any content with him or nothing.
I didn't know he really went for sure until people told me. I heard he took his dad and.
Yeah, that's what I heard, that him and his dad went and stuff. He ended up getting a press pass.
Oh.
Literally everyone who asks, you don't even have to ask politely, TM. You don't have to have a channel. You don't have to have you can be an Amish person and send a swallow with a note on its foot and ask for a press pass, and they'll return it with a emphatic yes. Well, there's no level of standard for press passes with this place.
You know what? Then when I moved to Kansas City, and me and Beckerman come to Heroes Con, I will get a press pass and I will actually film everything.
Some people do film. Durs doesn't take the privilege for granted at all. He'll go to those smaller creators that have tables and stuff that aren't working on no known books yet, the up and comers, and he interviewed every single one of them, thanked them for being there, showcased what they had, put their name out there, and he uploaded them meticulously throughout the time after the show. Like, some people take it for granted, some people think it's just like a
I would definitely interview a lot of creators. Like, if there's a lot of creators that I wanted to meet and stuff, I wouldn't care if I got any books or not, because the experience of meeting those creators and being able to interview them, I'd be so happy with that.
You can interview them with or without a press pass. The press pass people just want because it gets them in early and gives them a sense of being special.
It gives them a free. You don't have to pay for a ticket too, right?
Yeah, it gives them a free entry, and they get in a little early, and they feel privileged.
Okay. I heard there was a little lashback last year because the people that gave them out were like, we're not seeing enough content or support. It was just
they should do that. Like, okay. I mean, you're going into an agreement with the convention that they're allowing you this unpaid access in an agreement that you're going to be visually promoting the show.
Right.
Giving feedback,
As far as I know, the only person that did it was Durs.
A lot of people made videos. I made videos. DJ made videos. A lot of people made videos, but Durs put in the work. You know what I mean? Like, he actually,
you guys had press passes too. I didn't know you guys had press passes.
That's true. I didn't have a press. We have exhibitors passes. We go as exhibitors. We have a table. We have a booth.
I'm just old school. Like, I'll just pay the ticket and, go. Now, whenever it's something like a hotel, like, I kind of would like to. I'm a little codependent, so I don't like being by myself. So I kind of, even if I got to split the tab on the hotel room, like, I just want to be around somebody. So that's different. But paying admission to something, hey man, support the con. Give them some fucking money,
Dude, exactly. We know people in this community that will go to a show with $5 admittance and still message them and ask them for press passes and stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't care.
It's wild, dude.
So good. So George from the Razor shows, he said, I'm pretty sure he's going.
George is going. I'm excited to meet him. 757 Hustle show. He hangs out on Friday mornings.
Right. I think Jigs and Fish Cat are going. Do I think so? Maybe they're going to a different one. But
Can you help me?
Oh, I'm being asked to help. I guess I'll return. Hopefully, you guys.
Pops just showed up. I'm about to hop off here and talk to him for a bit. Hey, Biggie.
Hey, Pop. Good to hear from you. I'd love to do a stream with Pop one day. Hey, buddy.
You just did it. You're doing it right now. Check that off the bucket list.
I heard Rad won your Legion loot giveaway and also bought books.
Picking up.
Hey, Pop, man, we'll have to hang out longer, bro.
Yeah, he's buying some stuff from me. I'm piggybacking it all together.
All right, man. I'm gonna go help Melody real quick. I'll be right back to you.
I'm gonna give you later, Biggie, promote Pops real quick.
Yeah, just give me a couple minutes. I'll be right back.
Why? There's something wrong with that. Okay, I'm not gonna talk at all.
Like I said, I spent $60.
Yeah, I like Pops because you don't get to do enough content, you know. I don't think I've ever seen Pops do content. How about you, TM? Oh, TM muted.
Yeah, he doesn't do any content, but he does a lot of selling on IG. So definitely check out his IG because he's selling books for really cheap.
It's very presumptuous of me to think like I could get him on a live stream whenever Legion. It's his dad, and you don't really hop on stream that much. But for me, it's just like I think he's an interesting guy, man. I would love to like get a little cameo of the guy. I mean, I guess that was my best one, but you know,
Yeah, he doesn't make a cameo on many channels, so
yeah. I think Pops knows.
he's not even. He never doesn't usually even make a cameo on Legion's channel. So
No, I know. Yeah, that ain't enough for me though. One day I'll get my Pops content. It ain't nothing like weird. I just want to talk to him about like comic stuff. Hello. No, wrong number. Started off with the wrong name, so I don't think that's gonna work for him. Yeah.
no, that's not me. It's not me you're looking for. Sorry.
Yeah, Pops is cool because you know you hear the second, third generation collector and stuff, and I just would like to know the normal ass questions. Pretty much, be pretty boring actually, but just getting to know the guy would be neat for me. I like meeting as many people as I can that are like the chat members. You know what I mean? Like it would be nice to have Benny Compton on stream or
Benny, dude. Like, and that's the thing. It's funny though because we talk to Benny all the time, but like it'd be cool just to have him on panel and that.
hell yeah. There's some other ones. I can't think of them off the top of my head, but there's a few more. I haven't had a good Hialeah stream in a while. He's been hopping on Mastodons, but all right, I got my boards and bags. About to get my books. I think we spent a good $30 on these. I got way too many new books, TM. You sent me about 20 comics in the last 2 weeks, and they're all mostly new. So I'm loaded.
Yeah.
I am super loaded.
Enjoy.
For real, man. I'm going to try to get this foil out without. Oh, it's on top. I hope it don't have fingerprints on it. You can't really control how the LCS handles your foil. All right, I'm looking at it. It looks pretty good.
Your comic books are $30.
$30 for this haul. Yeah, I think.
You're talking about the Fantastic Four foil, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I got number 6. I was glad they did it because that's the lowest issue I have. Is number 6. The ASM cover looked a lot like Deadpool to me, but it's just ASM. Number 5, Legacy number 969. It's got a parental advisory, I think. Maybe. It's got Kelly on the story, so I think Kelly's one of my favorite writers. And it's been doing pretty good. I've been enjoying the ASM as of late. I got Venom 7, which has Agent Venom, it looks like, on the cover. And they've been doing this whole We Are Venom thing where this Venom symbiote is like its own character. So that's kind of cool. How many damn comics do I got? Shit, I got 5 books. All right. And the Wolverine Deadpool versus Nick Fury. Holy shit. That's going to be fun. I've been enjoying these Silver Age size bags too. I used to get Golden Age, but the Golden Age are a little too loose. The backboards kind of flop around in them. So, and here's my favorite Deadpool series right now. Is Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe One Last Time. I got Red Hawk on the cover. Here, I'll show y'all. I think that the reason I say Deadpool's got more minis than everybody right now is because it's just overwhelming for me. It's like there's stuff I'm missing. You know, like never mind the Jeff the Land Sharks and the Gwenpools and the X-Forces and the X-Men or whatever else has Deadpool in it. Like there's 2 or 3 more Deadpool series I just can't afford or try to get. But this is the best, dude, right now. If I was to recommend one, it would be either Deadpool regular or Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe one last time, because the art and action in it is really good. It's Bun, Talajic, and Loafridge. I don't know. This is fun too. It's got Strife and Nick Fury in it. I don't know where my team up's been, the Deadpool team ups. I don't know where they went, but those are cool. Venom is just doing pretty good. Like I wish I would have got a 1 per that they had in the series, but that's okay. I'll live with picking the run up late. And here's the ASM. Pretty sweet. It's been a lot of fun. And my FF6 foily. Pretty proud of this one because I have an actual FF6. Looks like the bottom kind of got a roll. If you look real close, you see there, it's kind of not ideal. Got a little roll on that cover. Not a lot of prints though. You can't expect a foil to be perfect, man. It's usually something. Yeah, I love this 6. I got the real 6. Where is it at? Right here. Let's do a side by side. Not a lot of people have both of these or one, but bam. Heck yeah. That's my FF spec right there. Get you a FF6. It's about a $500 entry price for a normal copy. And you got you a second Doom. You know, if Doom gets big, that FF6 will piggyback off that 5. It's the second best Doom book you can get. Like, I got the other ones. I don't have the Marvel superheroes. But, you know, I got the annual 2. FF13 is pretty good. But 6 is the second best. If you're going to invest in Doom books, FF6 is, if you can't afford a 5, which is understandable. Like, you can get an X-Men 1 for an FF5. That's how expensive it is. So,
yeah, I would definitely see it. No matter how clean your hands are, like, you definitely have to wear gloves when dealing with like a foil, to get no fingerprints on it because, like, no matter how clean your hands are, there's always going to be a fingerprint on it on a foil. But even the gloves, they scuff the foils because they're really easily cracked too, especially around the spine if you're reading them. So yeah, very difficult to get a 9.8.
Well, how shitty is my luck that the time that I get Pops on panel, I had to fucking go carry groceries, dude. That's pretty bad.
Oh well, you got him on there. Look at the positive.
I would have gave him a harder time and he would have stuck around a little longer if I wouldn't. It's just shitty my timing.
Look at the positive. You got him on the channel.
Yeah, I would have tried to. I could imagine me probably trying to make him stick around a little longer if I could have, but that's all good. I did get him. What would be the number one question you'd have for Pops?
What was the first character you started collecting in comics?
Right.
Yeah, I'd want to know that. Like, what character or characters? Because he's been collecting since he was young, right?
That's that. I think that would be the thing I would want to know is like, how was you able to keep your collection together through 50 years, 40 years, or whatever the hell? You know, like, was there any time where it was hard to justify having a whole ton of comics or something? You know, there's some in that frame of mind. It fascinates me. And I kind of like to know, like, which issues are yours and which are Legion's? You know, like, I'm sure you guys got it's kind of a conjoined thing, but
I would say more of the newer stuff would be like Legions, like he read it and just was like, all right, here you go, Pops, sell this and stuff, right?
yeah. It's interesting to have the family member with you on your PC pretty much. Like, I couldn't imagine if my dad was still around and he had some gnarly collection and he kind of drifted me in that direction and shit like that. That'd be pretty cool, man. That'd be a pretty cool little setup. I remember Dustin from Two Bros would bring it up. Like, he was like jealous, and not really jealous, but like envious of how that worked out for them. And I kind of agree. Like, it's pretty cool. Yeah, every time I leave, I kind of wish I could have stuck around longer, but I kind of get juiced out after about an hour. Like, since I'm here every day, I kind of run out of stuff to talk about, but I'm excited for tomorrow night with the book I picked. I had no real reason or a real, like, usually it's a book I've read before. I want to see what y'all think. This was a book I've never read before. I just wanted to learn something new. You know what I mean? And I wanted to know what's up with Morbius. You know, it's a very undervalued book right now. And I figured that the origin was 102. And I did go back. I got to admit, I did me a little skim through on 101. I know you wait until the day of, and you asked me if you should do 101 too. So I did a little skim through, and I don't think you need it, but if you enjoyed 102, maybe go through 101 too.
All right. Yeah, I haven't read 102 yet. I'll probably be reading it probably tomorrow because I got a few comics I'm going to be reading tonight, so I don't want to. Or if I have time, I'll probably read it after those, but probably tomorrow. I'll read it and then I'll be like very clear for the review.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. I want to see if y'all picked up on the same stuff I did. And usually you guys pick up on stuff I didn't even think of. So I don't think that like ASM is a few of our panel members' strong point. You know, so
Yeah, to be honest, I have read Spider-Man titles, but I haven't read like the main ASM run ever. To be honest with you, but I've read like some Spider-Man titles that were kind of like the King of Black Spider-Man title that was out. There was like a What If Spider-Man that was out a while back. Like what if Spider-Man like kept the black suit, which is pretty cool. I enjoyed that one. But yeah, this will be my first ASM.
damn.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, I know that Matt's like very DC centric, and I think that D keeps up pretty good on Spider Man because he's a big Ben Riley guy. But besides Ben Riley, he's kind of like, you know, he dips and dabs. Alan,
I,
knows
I
his.
I know the stories. Like I've watched I think I've watched every Spider-Man cartoon, even like the Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends cartoon, and the original Spider-Man cartoon. And then the '90s cartoon. Then there was the made for MTV cartoon of Spider-Man. There was Spider-Man Ultimate or Ultimate Spider-Man. Then there was Spectacular Spider-Man. Then there was Marvel Spider-Man. Yeah, I watched them all, so I know Spider-Man.
Yeah, and all the movies and all that stuff too. Yeah. I think that the one cartoon that was the most canon was probably the Clone Saga when they brought in all of the people and all that. I was like, that was kind of like what was going on, I thought. But the rest of it, you know, you can give or take. But the Clone Saga was like, damn, they're actually doing comic book shit in this. Like, what the hell? Spirit Spider-Man is really good. Yeah, D does not hesitate to let you know how damn good that fucking guy Ben Riley.
Yeah.
D is a like encyclopedia for that shit. The way Matt knows Legion, D knows Ben Riley. So and X-Men. Like D is slept on for his Marvel knowledge. Like he knows some pretty good Marvel shit.
Yeah. I'm good that we're reading some Marvel. Like that's why I'll never like recommend Marvel. Like
Never.
Never, because I'll never like. No, I may eventually, but like for the most part, I'm just gonna go with DC. Like stories that I like or want to read and stuff from DC. I'm gonna leave it to the people that know Marvel more to recommend Marvel stories. Like you've been recommending like Marvel stories like Deadpool 20, and now ASM 102. So
Yeah.
oh
Yeah.
yeah, who did you're the one that came up with Journey into Mystery, or?
No, that was Alan, I believe.
Okay. Yeah, see, I wouldn't have never recommended that book, so I'm just glad I was able to read it.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what D or Alan picks next. I'm not sure who. What up, JSS? Good to see you.
Well, we kind of know what D's going to pick. He's continuing his road with
Oh shit, that's right. I love this is my favorite series, dude, is the Death and Rain.
yeah.
I fucking love that. So that'll be a breeze for me. But yeah, Alan's good at like first appearances, like important key major keys. Like he's read most of those. I would say the most read people in the group is definitely TM and Matt. I'm not sure who maybe read the most, but it'd be pretty close 1 and 2, I'd say. But who's competing, right? Definitely not the network. I probably read the least. Maybe Alan. Like I don't know who read
I
the
will
least.
say, like, if I was to ever recommend any books out of Marvel, and like it's mostly the only things I've really read out of Marvel is like anything Silver Surfer. Like I've read thanks to my library, shout out libraries and Great Legend. He'll shout out libraries too. because of my library, I was able to read the full run of Dan Slott's Silver Surfer, which is a really good run. And then I also did read Silver Surfer Black by Donny Cates.
Yeah.
And stuff. And that's why I love reading Silver Surfer. After Dan Slott's run, reading that and stuff, and reading Silver Surfer Black, like Silver Surfer is probably one of my favorite Marvel characters.
I'd recommend Cosmic and Venom for Donny Cates though. Those are the two best, I'd say.
Yeah, but I would. That's why I'm pumped. Like the only Marvel book that I'll probably be reading like this upcoming week. I'm gonna be reading it digitally though. Is The Death of Silver Surfer.
Yeah, how do you kill a Silver Surfer, man?
Oh, I guess we'll find out.
I don't know. I've ever heard of any heralds getting killed. Actually, of Galactus. I'm pretty sure that's like a godly
Like
level.
I've seen the second cover, dude.
Uh-uh.
And the second cover is Galactus' skull.
Oh, that's how you do it then. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
JSS jumped in, and we got Madam as well in there. What's up?
Did you ever read Venom, Donny Cates?
Yeah, I know the story. I didn't read it all the way through, but I did read King in Black.
Did you read the first Null and the first couple issues, like first five?
The first Null is in Silver Surfer Black.
Who am I thinking of then? I thought 3 was first Null. Am I thinking of the guy from Thor? Maybe.
I could be wrong, but I thought Silver Surfer Black came out before he showed up in Venom.
Well, in issue 3, Null, Miles Morales is in the Venom issue. Hold on, I'm taking my pills, but it's really cool to see like Miles react to Null, in that issue. Now I might be getting mistake, but I'm pretty sure it's his first. But Silver Surfer Black, what did they do in that one? They had like the gatekeepers. I remember that. Null was Aftermath 9F So Black. I don't know what 9 of Silver Surfer Black was Aftermath. Okay, so Null was in it after, I think is what he's saying, but the Aftermath. So probably the chunk of his story. I had Silver Surfer Black 1. I didn't have the rest, but I did know that and they showed the gates of some area and the gatekeepers in Silver Surfer Black, but I don't know of any other firsts in that series unless the chat could help. I'm sure there's more than that. I love Silver Surfer Black, besides him being super depressed and curled up like a little child or whatever in a fetal position on the cover. It's hard to get that out of your head, seeing Silver Surfer all curled up in the fetal position. Silver Surfer was first hero to face Null. What about fucking Miles? Origin of Null is Venom 4. Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah. If y'all ain't reading Spider-Verse, Venomverse right now, holy shit. That's some good shit too, man. That's definitely interesting. They got the Cyclops looking symbiote. And I got some badass little symbiotes in that series right now. It looks like it's going to keep growing and growing. It might be one of those issues where the second or third issue is the big key. So maybe be on the lookout. But anywho, this is Tuesday. Tomorrow be Wednesday. We're going to be doing our book club, ASM 102. And catch y'all pretty soon. I can't think of anything else too important shout out besides the Son of Null thing, and not very long from now. If you missed it, you missed it. It ain't my fault. I told a bunch of people. I probably pushed it more than anybody, as far as I could tell, because the other guys have been going. They haven't been saying much. At least as far as I could tell. Like, I'm out here like, hey, come get your free books. You know, I even asked a few of them, let me know when it's coming. Nobody did that. So I figured it out myself. I'll show y'all before I go. I'm hoping, you know, I could be greedy and be like, oh, I'm keeping this to myself. But we all got enough books in our lives, man, you know. So let's see. I'll show y'all the place you want to go. Before I leave, Son of Crom live. Here it is right here. 7 p.m. Eastern. Free comic book claim sale, man. Hell yeah. It's like a free giveaway show, except for you claim it like auction format. And you never know what you could run across on here. I hope I get. Ooh, I like that Hulk 340 homage. That looks fun. Looks like what's his name did that? The hip hop guy. You know what I'm talking about, TM? What was that guy's name?
I don't know.
The history of hip hop, the guy that passed away, the S word. Oh well. We can't remember everything. But anyways, I'll see y'all in a little while. See y'all over there probably. All right, y'all. Thanks for hanging out at the network. Appreciate everybody in the chat. Thanks. Yeah, that's it. Piscord. Thanks, Legend. Thanks, Legion, for popping on. We got about a 10-second cameo from Pops, which was awesome. And thank you, TM, for always hanging out. And everybody, y'all have a good Tuesday. Go get your books. Enjoy them. Watch out for the 14th coming up. And be nice to each other and all that good jazz. And when you go to the con and you go and you buy your plane ticket and you fly over states to get there and you go and you meet the people that you've been disagreeing with and you punch them in the face, just make sure you give them a little smooch on the neck for me, dude. You know, because if anybody's that mad they want to beat me up, I'm pretty sure they want to take me on a date too. That's just me thinking too much. Nah, seriously, like no physical violence, guys. Please, everybody be nice. Super nice to each other. All right. Hashtag enjoy. See y'all later. Breaking news.
Biggie. Biggie.